All right, so we need to isolate y. We want to end up with y equals something. Okay, so that's what our goal here is, to end up with y equals something, right? How are we going to do that? It might be tempting to try to isolate y squared and then use the square root principle, but we have a y over here as well. So we know when we see things like this that we should try to use the zero product. Okay, so we're going to try to factor it, set it equal to 0, and see if we can make it into a product, a multiplication. Alright, so let's just set it equal to 0 first. So I need to subtract 27y here, and I need to add 21y here. 21, sorry, and do the same to the other side, right? So minus 27y plus 21. Okay, is that going to get us 0? Yeah, that's going to get us 0. Okay, so now what we have is we're going to have 6y squared minus 27y plus 21 is equal to 0. Okay? Now when we factor, we always want to see if we can find a greatest common factor. Is there any number that factors into all of these? Sometimes there's a variable too. Well, there's no y here, so that's not going to work. But I can see 3 is a factor of everything. So if I factor out 3, that might help me a little bit. So let's factor out 3. So then we'll have, what, 2y squared minus 9y plus 7 is equal to 0. Okay? So now we have to try to factor this. We have 3 here. Let's see if we can do this. So what are we looking for? We're trying to make a product. We know that we'll have 2y and y. And I can switch the order, but it won't change anything. And then my numbers back here need to multiply to 7. So the only thing that actually works is 7 and 1. That's my product and sum. So I have to decide where I need to put my 7. Like, am I going to put my 7 here and here as a 1? Let's try that. So I'm just going to, so if I go and multiply here, that's 2y squared minus 14y minus y. That's not going to work because that's minus 15y. So you know what? We need to go backwards here. That is not going to work. Okay, so let's try it the other way. Let's put 7 here and the 1 here. Right? We know they're both negatives. So now we have, okay, let's try this. So if we multiply here, oopsie, let me change color there. So if we multiply here, 2y squared, yeah, we know that works. Minus 2y minus 7y, yeah, that's going to work, plus 7. This is the one that's going to work. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve for this now. So we know that whenever we're multiplying numbers, so we've got a number here, we've got a number here, and then we know this is 3. 3 times something times something. If this bracket was equal to 0, it would satisfy the equation. It would be equal to 0. Or if this, so if 2y minus 7 equals 0, or y minus 1 equals 0, both of those cases will be solutions. Okay, so we solve this as 2y equals 7, y equals 7 over 2. Oops, put that or there. Or we've got y equals 1. Okay, so we have a solution set. We've got 1 and 7 over 2.